First off, okay, thanks Maxi for cutting me off at the end of the last one, alright? I'm not letting you live that one down, alright? You heard it here first. I was cut off, Anyway, we're back, and it's very, very exciting times. My name's Bowie the Hero, I'm reading, and I am joined by BBF, who's going to be running some I Wanna Be the Boshy. Before we do that, however, we do have a very, very quick donation to be read, because, of course, the ESA Winter 2021, we are raising money for the Alzheimer's Fonden, the Swedish Foundation for Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. So, a $50 donation from Ananas saying, "Oh dear, almost missed the entire beginning of ESA. Was so sure it was supposed to start tomorrow." Anyway, at least I was just in time to catch the unmistakable laugh of Covert Muffin. Well, indeed you did catch that. Thank you very much for your wonderful generosity. $50 will go a long way. Thank you so much indeed. So, with that, donations have been read. Everyone's been welcome back. I hope you are sitting down and you are very, very comfortable. You have a tea or a coffee or your beverage of choice in hand, because it's time to be the Boshy. BBF, it's all yours.
Thanks, Bowie, for the introduction for reading donations and everything. So, I'm going to be running Boshy, the game that probably most people know me for. I'm just going to get the run started in... I'm going to do a countdown of 5 seconds and get the run started and talk about the mechanics and stuff. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, I Wanna Be the Boshy is a 2D platformer with jumping and shooting. Pretty similar to Mega Man, I suppose. So, this is the tutorial. You just, learn how to jump, how to walk. Learn how to safe jump, which is like the hardest screen in the game for a lot of people. But we first tried it. Hooray. This game used to be pretty popular back in the day. It came out in 2010, it was like at its height at 2014. Because a lot of bigger Twitch streamers played through the game as sort of a challenge, because it's known for being difficult. I'm gonna hopefully make it look really, really easy. But we will see about that. The estimate is 35 minutes, which is not very generous for mistakes. But people don't call me the Boshy for nothing. Oh, that's a costly mistake already. There we go. So yeah, everything kills you in one hit. You don't have any HP or anything like that. This is great. I love World 1. Especially when you can't reset. It's great. Very nice. So this guy, we call him Taz. Oh man, this is a disaster. I'm not used to having a bad World 1. Because you do the split so often, same time on the cycle. Yeah, this is based on Prehistoric 2, a DOS game. And you're gonna see a bunch of trolls and insta-gips, and I went to the wrong spot. And you're gonna see the spider every now and then. Hopefully you are not scared of them. They're gonna show up whenever they want. Also I have to go fast because this bird is chasing me. It goes exactly the same speed as me, so we should be fine. That is World 1 done. That was really not that great, but really good. Now for the first boss, which is unsurprisingly for everyone is Hello Kitty. So the bosses and the worlds don't really have anything in common, usually. And the bosses are like the beefy part of the game. Platforming is pretty okay-ish, even for people that never played the game. But bosses is where you're gonna generally spend 80% of your first playthrough. That is Hello Kitty done, the usual quick kill. The thing about this game, you can only have 5 bullets on the screen at once. So you really need to hit your shots, especially when the boss is far away. Like in Hello Kitty. That's the first screen of World 2. It's based on Kirby, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious. That almost everyone knew that. So the first screen of each world is kinda difficult for some reason. I don't know if it's coincidence or just game design. But the first screen of most worlds is like the most difficult one. Don't ask me why, it's just how it is. So that's Kirby. Reminder that pretty much everything in this game tries to kill you, so you really gotta be careful. What Kirby does if he sucks you in, he just jumps into the spikes with you. It's pretty nice. So, Bouncy Clouds. In this part you have to not let go of jump after the beginning, because the last big cloud kills you, so you have to jump over it like that. Yeah, so mini-boss, Krakow, we hit him twice at the start for a quick kill. If there's anything you want to say or have any donations to read, this is a good time, because this boss is really boring.
Really boring bosses, eh? Well, if you are just joining us, welcome to ESA Winter 2021. We're here raising money for Alzheimer's Fondant, and we have a variety of wonderful people who are helping and make these events possible. Our sponsors, ViewSonic Elite, Twitch, and of course, for this big event, Koei Tecmo are supporting the event as well. So thank you so much indeed to all those companies and groups and people for making these things happen. If you don't know how to donate, there's a link below the stream that you can click to donate to the cause, and you can put your money towards different incentives to either make things a bit harder, a bit easier, or a bit different for our runners, or maybe even name some characters. If you do want to get involved, there are many ways to do so. And if not, ask someone in chat. I'm pretty sure someone's going to be able to help you.
Alright, you missed redos, like one of the harder parts of the stage, but whatever, it's like just a single jump. Kirby jump, I didn't get it. Of course I don't get Kirby jump. It's like not intentional that you can jump over him. Despite a lot of casual players actually doing it, because they don't know that you can just do this. Yay, showing off casual strats. Jumping over him is very precise. If you consider one of the hardest skips in the game. So we say reload that, not get killed by the spider. Every spider always shows up twice. You might want to keep that in mind. Here we do a little safe jump. Safe jumping is pretty useful in this game in a bunch of cases. One is like halfway through the game, where it saves like almost 3 minutes or something. Okay, that's World 2 done. And the mini-boss of World 2, after doing Krakow, is DDD, another mini-boss. I think I pressed the wrong buttons. Yep. I am not on top of my game right now, because that is not supposed to happen. It's just 3 inputs. Can I remember? On this guy you want to 3-cycle if possible. And to 3-cycle you need to hit most of your shots. Good. Nice. Actually saves us 8 seconds. As you saw the game pause there a little bit, you probably saw my mouse cursor as well. Usually the mouse cursor kills you in this game, but I had a menu open where I rebind my controls. So now when I'm mashing, I only have 3 bullets on the screen at once, instead of 5. That's because the first 2 bullets are so-called double shots. They're stacked on top of each other, which allows us to deal damage, or double damage to bosses when they're close to us. Which unfortunately doesn't work on all bosses, but luckily on most of them, especially on like Ryu or bosses that get close to you. It's pretty helpful. Like cuts down on the boss fight length considerably. Alright, that's Ryu done. Who doesn't like Ryu being a boss after a Kirby stage in a random 2D platformer that's free? You know. The guy that made this is called Soulgrin. He was like 15 when he made this game. He made it like all by himself. So shout out to him. He apparently has infinite creativity to make really difficult stuff. World 3, Cheetah Man. This world is pretty short, but nonetheless pretty difficult. I'll do a fast right here. Good. What this world is pretty much known for is the 3 Cheetah Man screens that are coming up. Especially the second one is a fan favorite, because it does make absolutely no sense. So we wait here. Good. On hard-on mode on one higher difficulty level, this save in this room isn't here, and this screen makes no sense when you play casually. You just randomly die. Not even any of the runners really understand how it works, I think. Oh. And then the third Cheetah Man room, which is RNG. Everyone loves RNG. I just gotta somehow hope I get through. Thank you. Now we want to skip the save because saving here is slow. Nothing ever goes wrong when you skip saves in this game. I promise. So this screen, the red ball that you see is mirroring my movement. And I can't touch spikes. The red ball can't touch spikes. And I can't touch the red ball. So jumping through the middle of the screen is actually kind of dangerous. Alright, World 3 done. Now for the next boss. It's Mario. I didn't split. I might split run, I just know how good or bad the run is. I'm so used to not splitting anymore that I just forgot. Okay, he's dead. This quick kill is pretty much only possible because of double shots. If you didn't get that, you would lose like 20 seconds having to do other stuff. There's about 1 minute cutscene here where he does the Mario. If you have anything to say again, or any reactions coming in, I'm gonna be busy shooting these guys for a little bit.
Sweet. Okay, well, we've always got some things to say and talk about. We have $35 coming in from Dinka Bolton. Tried to beat Boshy about 6 times and never even got past Ryu. This run is crazy. I'd say good luck, but I very much doubt you need it. Thank you very much indeed for 35, and thank you for the confidence in our runner here. There we go. Anuji 071 should clarify. $10. Smile, smile. Yeah, I like a good smile every now and then. And we have a $5 donation from Michael. Says, BBF is always entertaining to watch. Good luck from Russia. Thank you very much indeed, Michael, for the $5. Much appreciated. Make sure to keep those donations coming in, guys, to support Alzheimer's Fondant, the cause here for ESA Winter 2021, as BBF is slaying I Want to Be the Boshy right now.
So here in the V6 world, we are using a glitch that lets us clip through the floor. Then we try to go out of bounds, hopefully without too many attempts. That did it. Okay, now we're out of bounds. Now we go back in bounds and hold right for about 30 seconds, and we're gonna randomly show up at the boss. This is the World 4 skip, saves like 3 minutes. Shoutouts to the people that found that years ago. So we are just free falling until we get to the next boss. And then we don't have a save before the boss, so if we die on the boss, we lose like a massive amount of time. And the boss isn't very easy. Actually, it's like pretty easy, but you know, marathon nerfs and such.
Free falling. So we need like Tom Petty to kind of come in and just like slowly serenade.
Also, someone mentioned in a narration comment that I don't need good luck, then you don't know this run very well. I'm gonna need quite a bit of luck to not get completely destroyed by one of the later bosses. Okay, nice. That's well done. Let's hope I don't miss the save at the start of this world. Good. People, especially me, have lost runs to missing that save and reloading out of habit, and just reloading back into World 4. That's always a good feeling. World 5, Wario Land. This is one of my favorite worlds, actually. I don't have a lot of favorite worlds in this game, but this one's pretty good. Especially, it's like straightforward enough that you don't die, but some parts are difficult enough that it's actually challenging. So yeah, there's this jump coming up. Okay, nailed it. Doing good, doing good. Oh, I missed that cycle. That's not good. So it's basically a global cycle. If you don't mess up from the first screen to here, you can like barely get in there and save a little bit of time. I don't know why I went for it, because I clearly was going too slowly, but you know. This part, the Goomba, I don't know if they are called Goombas, they're like the Goombas of that game, I guess. Also those white balls I keep collecting are jump replenishers. They let you jump an additional time, as the name implies. Oh, we got Thwoms. Alright. Good World 5. Last screen. Oh, come on. It was going so well. I have a thing where if I speak too soon, I just mess up afterwards. There was a prime example of that. Ooh, okay. Sonic. A really, really infamous boss. Very much known for taking streamers several dozens of hours. We are hopefully gonna first try him. So the thing about this boss is, people always think Sonic is like the hard part of the boss, but it's actually the missiles. And besides target you, so if you know how to manipulate them, you're pretty much in the clear. Can you die? Thank you. Thank you for dying. This is where people would clap if this was a live event. But we don't have time for this. Gotta keep going. So this eyeball, this trigger here, the eyeball jump, people hate it. People have like it's always said that that jump is like pixel perfect, which is not true. But there's like a setup or a strat that makes it a lot more lenient that speedrunners to use. So the jump before that actually harder. Okay. What? How did he kill me? Okay. This is Simon from Castlevania 2, which this world is clearly based on. Also, banger song. Let's go. People love that jump scare. We're gonna try to do a fast strat here, not stop holding left. Okay, very good. And now we are at the point where I can soft lock the game, which is totally not going to happen. Oh. You have to do a really long safe jump, and if you mess it up, it's not savable anymore, except for using stuff that's not allowed in a run. So we want to get over this spike things. That was really good. Easy. This way we skip a 2-minute long radius segment. Or 2.5-ish. That was pretty good. I'm gonna take the save. Because this boss is RNG. And I will gladly lose 2 seconds for taking that save. For the upcoming boss I have to turn off double shot. Because it doesn't work on this boss. Which is sad. This is also the first RNG boss of the game that can actually kill you if you're unlucky. The fireballs that come from the bottom are random placement, and the angles they shoot out of are random, and they come direct down. Thank you for demonstrating why this boss is difficult, game. Very good. Now the rock, spade them. Do I have enough damage? Okay. That was very close. If you don't kill him there, he shoots out a barrage. That's impossible to dodge, except for the safe spot in the bottom left of the arena. So that was pretty good. Now that the blue guy is Blob from Sogen's first game. You shoot him to trigger this avoidance. And yeah. Now we are on to World 7. You can read out some stuff again, because the beginning of World 7 is pretty boring, honestly. Or not. Alright, let's just try to get this cycle really quick. So we save reload here to catch this platform. That's not how you do it. That's better. I shot the wrong direction. The screen is pretty rough because it's like 10 inputs per second or something. Well, we wait here. Waiting is fun, etc. Auto-scrollers, am I right?
If we're waiting, might we have time for a quick donation?
You had your chance, but I think you missed it during after the boss, so... There's going to be some time in the next world. Like, a bunch of time, actually. The next world is the auto-scroller world, so... You're going to be there in about 2 minutes, maybe? Also, this screen is not fun to look at, but you get used to it. We're out of it. I should have warned people. I usually warn people, but I completely forgot. So here's Fun Count from Sesame Street. He's hopefully not gonna bounce on me. Oh, this is close. Okay. We kill him just for fun. It costs a frame of time, usually, but I think I have 1 frame to spare. Another spider. Spider always happens twice. Okay, now for the serious part of World 7. The Metal Gear Solid / Zelda 2 crossover that everyone always wanted. Okay. There's unfortunately not a faster way of doing this. But, you know, at least it's easy. This pattern here is somehow dependent on your CPU or something, how long it takes to reload. Luckily, my PC is just good enough that it gives a nice pattern. Alright, now for the actual hard part. These spikes switch whenever I jump, and you have to do this really precise jump here. Nice. Okay. So, coming up, we have another fan favorite boss. Why did I control rebind so early? That's not why you really control rebind, whatever. Coming up, we have Mega Man, which people know as also one of the harder bosses in the game, mainly because it's so boring you start falling asleep. So in the top you see the white bar is the HP bar of the boss, and in the top left there's like the HP bar of the robot master I'm currently shooting. Luckily double shot makes quick work of them. Let's hope I don't miss this quick kill. I didn't. Nice. Now is a good time for some donations.
Okay, well I'm here. I won't miss this chance. We have a $100 donation from Nabi that says, just wanted to drop in and thank you all wonderful people for making this event happen. You are fantastic. I'm incredibly glad to be part of the gaming community. Take care and stay safe, everybody. Thank you so much indeed for that wonderful donation. Cheers.
Cool, so World 8, the Mega Man world, happens after the Mega Man boss, because reasons. There's not a lot of going on here. You have to ride this robot a couple of times, and it's really not that exciting. Something I should probably talk about is why we are not the yellow triangle with the exclamation mark, as the emote would suggest. Oh, I actually died. That is upsetting. Oh, more time to explain, I guess. So this game has unlockable characters that have different bullet sizes. I think all of them have the same hitbox, but they have different bullet sizes and different bullet spawn heights. And normal Boshy has really, really small bullets. So the Speedrun community pretty much agreed, like all of them agreed back in the day, that using Dark Boshy for his bigger bullets would be much more fun to play the game with, which is absolutely true. He also allows us to skip something later in the world. It also makes like the gradient, like safe jumping skips in general, much easier. Because bigger bullets hit saves easier, obviously. Without Dark Boshy, this run would be quite a bit longer. Probably like 3 minutes or something. So more auto-scrollers. More fire wheels. All these cycle and the fire wheels and stuff are all dependent on where you reload and how long you take to get to the screen. Thankfully for us they are all pretty nice if you go fast. Actually this game is a lot harder if you don't go fast. Like, speedrunning this game makes it more or less a lot easier than the casual playthrough. Which is why I would encourage people to actually play through this game more than once. The first playthrough is so frustrating and annoying. People actually don't want to play this game again, but I think it gets a lot more fun if you know it and start using some speedrun strats. The speedrun scene has been kinda dead at the high level recently, for like the last 2 or 3 years. But there have been a couple of new runners, so right now is a pretty good time to get into running the game. A lot of other newcomers. And everyone is really welcoming. Also, this is the good level design room. It's very good level design. This is Shogun's way of making fun of people that make difficult games by making difficult jumps, or like overusing spikes, basically. While Shogun is like more of the make hard bosses, while it's like keep it fun kind of guy. Alright, World 8 done. On to the RNG destroyer of runs. Shankstung. This is clearly a Mortal Kombat guy if you didn't know. And it's mostly pattern, except for blood splatter. And the blood splatter is so random it can just be impossible. So you do all this, all this boring stuff just to die to this attack. Hey, I didn't die. Good. That's cool. 1 HP as always. These don't kill you off anymore, but you know. Good RNG, first try. Amazing. I like that. Okay. The run's going pretty well overall, considering I probably didn't practice nearly as much as I should have. You know, marathon runs, I always come unprepared. Hello? World 9, Kid Icarus. This world is pretty unique in that every room has like a different gimmick. And this you have to destroy all the Koopas to open up the store. And then you have to do this jump at the end that's really chokeable. Luckily I didn't choke it. And you have this screen where the right half of the screen is mirrored but invisible, including the spike. I don't know why I can't do this. There we go. Here the blue guy switches the coins and the blocks around. On the next screen there's gonna be a strat that looks kinda scary. So this thing splits up. When you shoot it, it splits into 2. But if you kill 2 on the same frame, only one of them splits up. So if you do it right, you can instantly destroy this thing. Kinda like that, you know. That was really good. Usually it's like 32 or 64 of the very, very small ones. But I only had to deal with like 5. Alright. On to the block puzzles. Unfortunately, there's only one solution to these. Or at least to this one. There's like no fancy skips or anything. Oh, you can walk on this block, because there's a platform in it. You can't usually walk on them. That part is an exception. And next block puzzle room. This has a little bit of a strat going on. You go down here, which you didn't used to do. But it saves like 1.5 seconds. While making the room like 5 times harder. Because speedrunners love that kind of stuff. We are not gonna skip this save. I usually skip this, but I don't want to do that screen again. It's kind of annoying that a lot of the saves are out of the way, so you'd rather not. Okay. Time for Ganon, or 1. There's a glitch where you freeze him. You let him spawn on a height where you can shoot him and you freeze him. Now is a good time to read donations while I mash this guy down.
No worries. We have a $5 donation from Mac Coogan. $5! Russia loves BBF. Good luck! He's mashing away indeed. I'm glad we don't have any arachnophobics in chat, you know, with all of these spiders coming in.
That was the last spider, I promise.
Are you sure?
Why would I lie to you? Alright, time for the platforming run killer of the game. I mean, every platforming segment can kill the run, but this one is... The entire world is rough. Which is fitting, because Ninja Gaiden is a really, really rough game. So these blue vines or whatever, or the blue sticky thing at the wall, gives you a speed boost if you jump away from it, which is not even explained in the game, you just have to figure it out yourself. But, you know, learning by doing. The name of this game. So there's supposed to be a wall on the right of the screen that I have to disable by going down, but because I disabled the red walls on the first screen, and I didn't die, I don't have to do that there. Oh nice, that's a good first try. Alright, now if I don't die until the end of the world, that didn't last long. That is actually pretty upsetting, dying that way. Whatever. If I wouldn't have died until the end of the world, I would have saved 20 seconds by another wall not being there. But I kind of just threw that out of the window instantly. On this part we're gonna do a skip by going fast again. Usually this avoidance goes on for like 30 more seconds, but we just nope out. It's actually really hard if you don't do that skip, so if you play casually, please do that skip. On this segment we have to keep our speed from the blue vine to jump over this gap at the end. Luckily we did that properly. And now the last save of the world already. This spike wall chases you. This is one of the longest saves. And I think takes most people the longest on a casual playthrough. But it's like 4 screens of learning. And it's not very obvious what exactly you have to do. Alright, so if I wasn't stupid earlier, I could just go left here. Instead, we're gonna have to wait for the spike wall to do its thing and hit the switch on the right. Okay. Hey. Time for more RNG. But not really the RNG that kills you, more like the RNG that costs you. Oh, try attack. That's a reload. Nice. Missing no S10 attacks. You really don't want to see try attack. You really want to see splash, recover, or rep. Gust is okay. Like, you don't want to take a reload if you get it first as try attack. Double shot again helps massively on this boss. Usually you have to do like 6-7 attacks, but the double shot's like, if you get lucky you can do it in 2. Like splash recover is a kill. Oh, splash recover. Too bad we got Gust beforehand. What's missing no done? Actually good RNG for Marathon. Alright, time for the final stretch of the game. So what we are gonna do here is, this is the skip only Dark Boshy can do. Or not just Dark Boshy, but Dark Boshy can do it, where you hold down jump and shoot and spam reload, so you keep gaining like a couple of pixels of height every time you reload. It's kinda hard to explain what exactly is happening there, but only Dark Boshy and Neon Cat can do it, and no one wants to use Neon Cat, so... Now this snake... Okay, that was... Well, the snake is really awkward to use. It accelerates really weirdly and has really weird jump heights. Oh, I forgot to try this skip. You can skip this switch and try to do the jump down here, which is extremely precise, like triple frame perfect or something. I wanted to try it once, but I didn't really think about it too much. Alright. That was not good. So you can land in the bottom left, but the swag thread is not landing in the bottom left. Also saves like the second. This game is full of really minor times optimizations that make things unnecessarily harder. And the only required save jump in the game, like there's one required save jump in the tutorial, then there's one required save jump at the end of the game, pretty much. We're gonna do another save hover to skip the tower. The tower is basically a cutscene, like an auto scroller that goes on for like 2 minutes, and it's really difficult. So thankfully you can skip that. If you got any more words before the final boss, we got like 20 seconds until we are there.
Just to remind you that Alzheimer Fonden they're trying to be an important research financier in the work of figuring out and trying to help those who suffer from Alzheimer's and other dementia-related diseases. It's a good cause. Make sure to donate to support. Thank you very much.
Alright, this is the final path. This is the final save. And we are going to be off fighting the creator of the game. A box of oatmeal. And that's phase 1 done. Phase 1 is like really RNG garbage if you don't quick kill him, so luckily, especially with double shot, it's really easy. So here we try to mash him down as low as possible. My mashing is not good. Alright, now we have to hit him with the green orbs. And if I'm really good and or get good RNG, we can one cycle him. It's really hard though, so I don't expect it. Looks pretty good. Nah, that's not good. Close. So my PB one cycles, which is the only reason it's my PB. It saves like almost 20 seconds. You don't have to do this stuff, and, it's like the hardest quick kill in the game. He should be dead now. Yep. And on to phase 3. Shoot him a bit more. Okay, he's dead now. Now we only have to survive. This is the part where all the earlier bosses show up again, except for Skeleton King and Ganon, because no one likes those anyway. This is basically, if you are casually playing, this is like hell. But every time you die here, you have to do the first 2 phases again. And this is like full of insta-gips. Please don't die. Okay. I didn't die, thankfully. Those were the last 2 spiders. I promise. I'm gonna do safe strats on Sonic. There's a bunch of swaggy ways where you can bait him, but it's a marathon run. I'm not gonna risk it. So time is coming up in like 10 seconds. After this, he's done dying. And it's time. Sub-estimate. Surprising. That was pretty... Considering how bad the early game was, that was pretty good towards the end. Definitely something I can be happy about.
Always solid to go underestimate. GG's. Yep.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for donating to the foundation. And as always, thank you for having me. I've been in DSA so much, I'm losing track of what games I've run, what I haven't run. But it's always a blast. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon and see you around, I guess. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, BEBF. Great run, well done. GG's, and we'll be moving on, as you mentioned, to our next run, which, if I can remember correctly... Oh, hello. Got a treat for you coming up next. We are going to be having Argic running Sonic 4 Episode 2. But yeah, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more speedrun action. Thank you, and we'll see you soon. Now we just gotta hope that we're clear, or they can still hear us.
Can they?